over here at Cedar and Columbus, but there's always an accident at this intersection. Looks like they got another accident over here. Not too sure how it happened or what happened. Allegedly, they're saying the pedestrian got struck, so I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see what they have. Got a truck in the middle of the street. So Rescue 2 just cleared out of here, so maybe he hit the person in the crosswalk. That's what it looks like. Let's take a quick walk over here and see what we see. Got Boston police on that side. Another police cruise over here, ambulance. What's up, my man? So, looks like a pedestrian was struck. It came across the radio as a pedestrian struck. So that's probably what happened. What's going on there? This is probably one of the most dangerous intersections in the city.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So what is the mayor going to do about that? Do you think she's going to do anything about it?
They should do something. They need to put timers on these lights. That's the only way they're going to fix it. They need to have a 10-second timer every single time this light goes through a cycle.
I think you're right. But that's everywhere, though.
Or at least a 20-second, actually a 20-second timer.
Well, they could put a 10-second timer or even a 5. But if they don't put no second timer, it's not going to help.
This thing just every day.
It's always an accident.
My office is right there. We see it. Look out here every day.
Oh, yeah.
Some kind of fender bender.
This
is the first I've seen somebody get hit.
Right. It looked like they were in the crosswalk, though, too.
And for him, it was kind of hard to see because I could see the whole thing as I literally just walked by.
Right.
He was in his
blind spot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And she's like this tall.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, I would say,
5'4", 5 foot.
Yeah. So she was like, that's in something like that in this kind of weather.
Gotcha.
You got all the factors all at one time.
That is true. It wasn't a hard hit, but it was a hit.
Oh no, he wasn't going fast.
Right.
But the turn that he made, he was getting ready to hit that gas, and that's when he hit. It all just happened. It was like all at the same time. Everything just happened.
So the problem is
bad could have happened.
They got the walk signal, but cars are able to make that turn.
Exactly.
So that's where the delay
needs. That's where the delay needs to come.
So the problem is I see what you're saying, and that should. But you know what? All the traffic lights are like that. Unless you get a 4-way walk.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. That's what they need here. So 4-way walk.
They need to program a 4-way walk into the system.
With the delay system.
Right. I got you. Call 311.
They got it down here. They got it
down it's down here because the schools.
Right.
So the schools.
But they need it here too.
Yeah, I got you. I'll call City Hall and see what they say.
Yeah. No, that's exactly.
And see if they're gonna put I'll get a case number and see and follow up on it and see what's going on.
That's exactly what they need. They need to come on here because it's every day.
Every day. See, they're
waiting for this thing to get knocked down again. They just.
They didn't hit that the other.
They just put that up about a month ago.
And remember, a truck hit a car over there.
Like, that person died.
He died?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
They got smushed.
Damn.
At least that's what I heard.
That's crazy, yeah.
But the whole truck, it was a Honda like that blue one right there. Yeah. And the truck that was trying to race by a truck.
Right.
And it went right under the truck.
So wow, he died?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Whoa, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, because it hit the...
Oh, wow.
But literally, it was under the truck.
And that car shouldn't be turning because they don't have the right of way.
They do it anyway.
She's going to force her way through there.
This is why it's like this.
Wow. They need some evaluation on the... they need some evaluation on this.
Yeah, they do. We see it every day. Every day.
So it's amazing that we pay a lot of tax-paying dollars, but
I saw two last week.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
No, but you can actually stay right here and see an accident. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
You're right. Man, that's really bad. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do about this intersection. So allegedly, we always say allegedly, pedestrian crossing the street in the walkway, crosswalk, and he's making the turn. Pedestrians in the crosswalk, they always got the right of way in the crosswalk. he didn't see the pedestrian in the crosswalk, and he hit him enough to knock him on the ground and push him out of the crosswalk. So it wasn't a hard enough hit to serious injuries, but enough to, you can see there's no damage on the front of his truck. So that, it means it wasn't too serious, but it's enough to cause some injuries. You know, you can see the hard hits when they crack the grill and all that stuff. It's not that hard. It wasn't even speeding. I might call 311 and see what they're going to do about this intersection. This intersection here is very tough. Very tough. I might give them a call while I get the camera rolling. Ask the City Hall what they plan on doing, or if they can look into the... no, what? Let's do that, because today is March 17th at 5:56 p.m. So we give 311 a call, you know, just inquire about the intersection and see what they say. And we get a case number like we always do, and go from there. You may not be able to hear with all this background noise, but we'll see what we can do.
If you're experiencing an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Otherwise, stay on the line and one of our call takers will be right with you. Or you can use the Boston 311 app to submit service requests directly. Thank you for helping keep our city beautiful.
Yes, I was wondering if they could have somebody check the lights at Cedar and Columbus. Apparently there's a lot of accidents at Cedar and Columbus, and you know, the pedestrians get the walk sign, but they still got cars that turn. So somebody could check out the cycle and see how that's working out. Cedar and Columbus and Roxbury. Now, will they send somebody out to check the operation of the lights and see what needs to be done?
Is it turning on to Cedar or Columbus?
Well, the whole system is messed up, so they have to check the whole cycle. Like, pedestrians get the walkway, but you still got cars that turn. So theoretically, they don't really have a safe walk. Like, if, for example, yeah. And can I get a case number for that? Because I'm gonna do a follow-up in a couple of weeks to see if they corrected the issue or not.
Sure, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, what's the number?
It's 597.
You said 597? 44 98. Okay. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries.
All right, thanks. So what I'll do is I'm monitoring this situation now and for a little bit, and then we'll see if they corrected anything. Because right now what happens is you can get a walk sign and cars are still able to drive. So right now it says don't walk, so you get the red hand. So right now you can't walk either way. But see, when you do get to walk, like I think that person across the street may be getting ready to cross the street, I'm not sure. So when they cross the street, we'll see how it looks when they cross the street, if they do. See how you got the walk and you still got cars. It does say yield to pedestrian turns. So theoretically, See, there's no sign over here that says that though. So if he's coming from this direction, there's no sign that says yield to pedestrians on turn. There is one across the street on the other side, but unless you're looking way across the street over there, you're not going to see that. So, but you should actually give them a four-way walk or a delayed walk, you know? See how they got the walk now? And that car's trying to turn at the same time. Yeah, look at that. He's cutting them off on the, look at that. He's cutting them off on the crosswalk. That's not safe. So you actually get to walk, and it's a short thing for walk. So what they need to do is when that walk sign comes up, it should be a delayed red. Maybe delay that red for like 5 to 6 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds like that gentleman says. So delay that red for like 10 seconds. Give you enough time to cross the street, because it takes you about 15 seconds to cross the street at a normal pace. So between 15 to 16 seconds across the street. So at least give them a delay for, let's say 10 seconds I should say. Delay for 10 seconds. 10 to 15 second delay, that's good enough. See how they got the walk this way. They got the green. But not too many cars make that right-hand turn on the Cedar Street. So you might not have that problem here. You may get a few cars, but a lot of cars, well, you got one doing that turn right now. And those are the guys that are supposed to check the traffic. I don't. They give out more tickets than doing any repairs. So the money they get from giving out the tickets should go back into fixing the traffic lights. You would hope, but it doesn't work that easy. That goes to somebody else's pocket. So we'll watch this again. A few more cycles, then we'll head up out of here. So they got the walk. And then you got cars trying to turn while they're crossing, which is not good. So that's where the accidents take place. Because if they give them a 15-second delay just across the street, then it could be busy, because there's not that many people crossing the street. It's just a matter of giving them time to cross the street. You just don't want a car coming out while you're crossing the street, especially if you got the walk sign. Like I said, there is a blind spot when you're driving. So that little space that's between your windshield and your passenger window, it's no more than about 3.5 inches. If a person's walking the same time you're turning in that blind spot and you don't see them, you will hit them. Now the best thing to do is move your head forward and move your head back around that piece so you can see what's in front of that area. There's a little space that's right between your, it'll be right on this car right here. See that right where the mirror's at? Right there, that piece right there. If you're driving and you're looking to your left and there's a person right in that blind spot, you will not see that person crossing the street unless you look around that. You gotta look around it. You see a lot of bus drivers do it. The new buses got the kind of mirror or the window that turns so there's no blind spot. But the older buses, like these buses here have like a curved window a little bit, so it kind of prevents it from happening, but they still have a blind spot. So you gotta kind of really look around. Like, he still has a blind spot, but you gotta kind of look up, forward, and back. You know what I'm talking about. All you truck drivers know what I'm talking about, because you guys do it on a regular basis. At least some of y'all do it. The ones that don't hit people do it. The ones that do probably don't. What's the most dangerous crossing to ride your bike on?
What is the most dangerous?
The dangerous place to ride your bike.
I don't know.
If you find one, let me know.
All right.
I'll do a video of it.
Where I live is like Green and Amory.
Green and Amory, I know what that's at.
T-stop right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say like
Right,
almost every time a car busts a light, goes through a little
right
red
at
light
Green and
there.
Amory. Okay, one day I do a video up there. You might see me over there one day.
It's over by the
I know exactly where it's at. I ride my bike through it every once in a while. I always got to use some positive input. You know, that's good to know.
Picked a nice day to get a video, huh?
Yes, sir. Take care now. Hey, see how that car's trying to turn? They got the walk, but she's turning at the same time. And you know, it doesn't help that they don't have a delay. If you give it a small delay, not a lot, maybe a 15-second, because they're crossing the street within 10 to 15 seconds. So all you need to do is give them enough time to cross the street. So I'll come back in a couple of weeks and I'll do another video of this. I'm marking on my calendar so I don't forget. I'll come back here at Cedar and Columbus and see how well this intersection is. And we'll get that case number too, because that case number is very important to follow up on that. Alright guys, I'm heading up out of here. Just want to show you a little activity in the city, nothing major. Pedestrian struck, non-life-threatening injuries. You know, maybe a couple of bumps and bruises, scrapes, maybe a couple of fractured bones here and there, but nothing too serious. Alright guys, catch you on the next one.